What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell,
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Welcome to Elmina Fish Market. This place is wild, busy, bustling, and frenetic. It is chaotic, but there's a system here somewhere that the locals understand.
That is
There's
true.
no better way to capture the essence of Elmina than by visiting the biggest fish market in central Ghana. A place where thousands of people gather each morning.
I want you guys to see and feel what it's like to be in this market. So we're gonna walk through and see some of the seafood that's available. Let's take a look.
Only a few hours' drive from Kumasi lies a city with a population just under 35,000. Elmina. It's the biggest seafood supplier to southern Ghana, including the capital, Accra.
It is insanely crowded and packed here. Come take a look at this monster here. This looks like a giant pomfret, but I'm not exactly sure. The tough part here is if you ask for the name, people will give you the local name, but it's hard to figure out what the English name is. Take a look at this. The local name is the cassava fish. How much is this fish? That's about $75. It seems slightly expensive, but it is a huge fish.
$75.
75.
Everybody has an opinion. I love it.
When a small percentage of folks in Ghana produce most of the meat eaten in the country, well, it's pretty serious business.
That is a giant yellowfin tuna. This thing must weigh 150 pounds. Oh, look, she covered it up. Now we can't see it.
Though I've not brought it up until now, it's not been uncommon to experience something like this during our visit to
The
Ghana.
fish is wearing a hat. Why would the fish wear a hat? I don't understand.
Temperamental sellers, mercurial merchants, and folks who are willing to fight if you point a camera in their direction. That's what happened to us, and you'll see it by the end of this video.
Man.
On this side of the market, you can see all the boats have come in. They're manned with 10 to 20 guys. They fish whatever they catch, they bring back here, and they offload it to the market. So there is a system here somewhere. Right now, I'm teaming up with a local food YouTuber to tell me more about how this place works. Let's go.
Teaming up with me today,
Tatiana?
Hello.
we'll learn more about her later.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm energetic.
It's hard not to be in a place like this. I just did a little mini tour, and they were like, if you're not buying food,
Just leave.
and then if you're filming my food, you better give my food a talent fee, or I'm gonna put a hat on my fish.
Of course, we need money all the time.
We all do. It's understandable.
The market activates as early as 5 a.m. when fishermen begin returning after a long day's work or even a long week at sea.
Okay, listen. I understand that
Yeah.
wholeheartedly because you're making money off of your film. You know, and for them to just put a hat on their fish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that's what they did. And all they did, okay?
Nah, facts. The true story. It just takes me to the point where, you know, mom used to be like, don't touch. If you touch, you buy it. We know you're not about to buy it, so don't touch it. And for them, it's like, if you film it, well, we're going to need you to compensate something because, like you said, you know, you can pay for it, so we need that too. We need that too.
Right. And without my fish and without my time,
Your content.
what do you have?
Come on, man.
You know, so I agree with that.
Yeah, let's get it.
Where fishermen hope to catch anything that swims.
The fishermen, are they selling to other sellers?
Yes, the fisherman will give you the price, his price. If you are good with bargaining, you get lower price.
So it's all about walking around and negotiating.
Here, you'll
lot
find
of
everything
negotiating.
from popular species like snapper, tuna, and squid, to the more exotic creatures you'd never spot at the freezer section of a Costco. Think needlefish, hammerhead shark, and even this.
This is
Now, hold on. I do want to ask, which fish is the more bought fish? Answer that for us, please. Because, I mean, they got a whole variety.
Yeah.
But what is the main one that you guys think that, you know, a lot of Ghanaians love to purchase? I would love to know that.
Right. Because our region, we love catfish and salmon.
Definitely. Yeah. And then you got some homes that like gar.
Oh, yeah, the garfish.
Garfish. Hey, it's
Oh, I don't like the garfish, though.
It's-
It's a little tough.
tough, yeah.
shovel nose ray, and you're also selling what looks to be a bunch of spotted stingrays.
different.
Why are you exclusively in the ray business?
She says it's lucrative. She gets more money from this one. When she gets some from the fisherman, she sells this. When she doesn't, she sells crabs.
What kind of dishes is this used for?
You can use it for stew, soups, gravy, anything.
But every now and then, there are catches that steal the show and grab everyone's attention.
Hello, ma'am. I'm speaking to you from the other side of the biggest. Did you buy this fish?
Yes.
Can we reveal it?
Yes, you can.
Let's take it off. Oh my God.
Wow.
So it's a giant swordfish. How much do you think this weighs?
See, and 20 kilo, here's the price.
They don't scale it. They sell it with how long and big it is.
So how much would you sell it for?
10,000 cedis.
That seems like a pretty good value.
I think so.
Thank you so much for showing me this. I think
That's
it's a little
huge.
bit more than we need today.
Yes.
You can't even go by yourself and get that.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to imagine the amount of manpower they had whenever they was putting that fish out the water. Them things fight.
And they be heavy.
And they kick. I know they don't got legs, but yo, them fins be flapping.
Yeah. They be wiggling.
They be wiggling.
It goes strong until midday, when the sun gets too hot to handle. In the shade, some craftsmen find respite, dodging the sun as they tediously work on repairing broken fish nets, assuring they'll be ready for more fish catching later in the day.
Are all the nets here made by hand?
Yes.
I would imagine that the nets need to be fixed almost every time.
Every time they go fishing. It's full-time job. People bring in their net, they do it for them, and then they take it.
Well, here they also have people selling food.
This is tomato fish stew, but the locals call it fonte fonte. It's made with fried red fish, simmered in a rich stew of tomatoes, onions, garlic, chili pepper, and palm oil.
Hold up now.
It's
Hold up
originated
now.
from here, the central region, and they are the Fantis.
The Fenty people call it Fenty?
Yes, this is Fanti Kenke.
I tried this with snails yesterday.
Wow, you have been eating.
I've been eating a lot.
Kenke is a traditional dish made from fermented corn dough. I've had it twice. Once wrapped in plantain leaves and, oddly enough, plastic.
Plastic?
Let's see what we're in for this time.
There is no plastic.
There's
in
no
this
plastic?
one. No.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about right here.
We are on the Fanti land.
So can I break it in half?
In Ghana, we don't use two hands to eat.
That's right. Then what do I do with my left hand?
Nothing.
Seems like a waste.
If you are eating with this, the left hand is insulting to the elders, to yourself.
What if I'm just doing other daily activities?
You can't greet with your left hand. You can't show directions with your left hand. It's like the left hand is useless.
What about going to the bathroom?
That one, you have to use your left hand.
Aha, it does have a purpose.
Only in the bathroom.
But can I tell you something? I also use my right hand in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. Break it up like this.
Give it a little bit of a massage.
Yes, then you scoop it with the tomatoes.
And throw it back. Cheers.
Tastes good.
It's interesting. It's hot. It's rich. It's lacking a little bit of salt. I want to hit it with some of that paste, but I want to get some fish too. Can I just grab some
Yes,
fish like
just
this?
grab it. No left hand. No left hand. Good.
Thank you.
That's right.
That's my tone when I train my dog.
Boom.
Uh-oh.
I gotta say, the fish is actually quite nice. You do have to be careful to dodge the bones.
Very careful.
And this is a fresh fish, right?
From the sea.
I don't mean freshwater fish. I mean a fish that has not been smoked.
No.
And so one of our missions today is to see this epic traditional way of preserving fish here, and that is by smoking.
Ghanaian food has some of the most deep, complex flavors I've experienced in Africa. Flavors largely attributed to smoked fish, a crucial part of Ghanaian cuisine. Smoking also extends the fish's shelf life and makes it easier to transport. But the way that folks here in Elmina smoke the fish is something magical. With fish piling up at the market and with the lack of refrigeration, savvy fish smokers bargain for the best bulk buys, then head back to fire up their outdoor open-air smokers. This is a job done by women, and it starts with water and a spark. First, the fish are soaked in water to clean them. At the same time, fires are lit under several brick ovens, stoking the flame, increasing the wafts of smoke set to penetrate a variety of seafood offerings. They have small baitfish, hakefish with their mouths fixed to their own tails, and mighty tuna, gutted and propped up on grates for hours and hours. In the meantime, Tatiana and I will see how these tiny smoked baitfish are transformed into Ghanaian chili oil, an incredibly savory flavoring agent known as
Shito.
and you're gonna see it soon.
Shito. We're trying not to get demonetized here. It's S-H-I-T-O.
Yes.
The O is very important.
Meet Nana Ama, the owner and cook of this chop bar.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome in.
A chop bar that's been around for over 50 years.
I'm still trying to figure out this definition because I've been to some chop bars that were like outside or open air, but you have 4 walls here. Why is this a chop bar and not a restaurant?
I think when you come here, you just get the idea of the chop bar because of how the food is being presented. You can stand here and then point at food you want to choose. But when you go to a normal restaurant, it's fancy, expensive.
Today you prepared something very special for us and some things I've not had before. This is called
Banku.
banku.
Banku is another staple starch on a long list of local carbohydrate options you'll find here. It's made by mixing fermented corn dough and cassava dough with water to create a batter. Sprinkle on some salt, then cook it while stirring continuously until the porridge thickens, transforming it from a grainy consistency into something smooth and satisfying.
Oh yeah. It has a nice sticky texture. It's a little bit like cooled down mashed potatoes, but slightly sour. Obviously the carbohydrates, not much flavor. But there's this one condiment I've seen in almost every food here in Ghana.
Shito is the premier flavor-enhancing hot sauce of Ghana. This chop bar makes it by blending together onions, ginger, green habanero peppers, and garlic, plus a splash of water to help smooth things out.
It's almost like Ghanaian chili sauce.
Yes.
People here call it a pepper sauce.
For us, we just say shito.
This is good. It's like you're hyping each other up.
In a saucepan, she adds vegetable oil, the blended spices, and chili pepper. Then it cooks until everything binds together.
So why is this the flavoring that everybody likes to add to their food?
Ghanaians like spicy food.
Yeah.
And it can stay for a year. It can stay for so many years.
Once it's boiling hot, add some chicken, then mix, some shrimp powder, then mix, powdered fish, mix, and hit it with some more oil, Maggi cubes, and finally rock salt. It's boiled for hours until all the moisture steams off.
Banku. And
All right, so to us, that looks like chili.
Okay.
Definitely look like chili, 100%.
Yeah.
Chili bowl meal. We got that. We got it like so many different ways. Frito pies with the chili, hot dogs on the chili. But this definitely look like chili to me.
Yeah. It also reminds me of Ethiopian food.
How
it's
yeah.
presented.
I feel you on that. Okay.
into the shito.
Spicy. I know it's gonna be spicy.
That's the best one I've had so far. That's really good.
You need water.
Like
No,
that?
no water. I can handle the pepper. There are waves of flavor. Oh, my mouth is on fire now.
Certain rate.
It has that umami flavor from the shrimp and from the fish, but with the pepper, it has waves of heat. I'm starting to see why you put this on everything.
Everything. It goes with everything.
Speaking of, I'm gonna remove these vegetables.
One hand.
Oh, sorry, with one hand.
Last but not least, the star protein of this meal, tilapia. First, a marinade made by blending onions, ginger, green habanero peppers, and garlic. Scale the tilapia, score their flesh, slicing to the bone, then smother each fish with those powerful flavors.
Cut up.
Finally, deep fry the marinated tilapia until they reach crispy golden perfection. The banku, the fish,
I love
and
the
shito
presentation.
come together in
Fire.
a dish that's beloved throughout Ghana.
The tilapia is amazing. The inside is kind of fleshy
Really?
and
I like
steamed
that.
feeling, where the outside is more crunchy. And then when you pair it with that delicious sauce, you get so much spice, so much savoriness.
So you can do a combination.
All right, so fish, panku,
Yes.
some onion,
Dip it in the sauce.
and then
Tomatoes.
Good. Child,
Bro.
he can't get it in his mouth fast enough.
I'm saying because he probably want that left hand. That's why. But this dish looks so good, y'all.
It really does.
That fish crispy and then that nice fluffy white meat on the inside, and then y'all got that spicy shit on there. Whoo!
Yes.
I could definitely rock with this one.
Definitely. And I don't even like tilapia. But baby, that presentation.
Fire.
Y'all should know by now, I am a sucker for presentation.
Yeah.
And I'm a picky eater. But if it's presented in a good way like that,
Yeah.
child, give it here.
this
ASAP.
is some of the best food I've had in Ghana. I can't believe it. This is a great lunch. Your restaurant here, I heard before we got here, the power was off when we got here. But somebody told me you had to like prepay the power, kind of like prepaying for a phone or something.
Yes. We have our electricity machine over there. Then they give you a card. You put some money on it. The amount of money you put on it is going to determine the electricity you have for the month.
And then even after you pay for it, it still might go out.
Yes,
Yes.
if your money is not enough.
How do you work in these types of conditions? What is your thought process?
A lot goes through your mind. It's a tough challenge. And sometimes we have to find the ingredient that we'll be using to prepare the soup, the blender. Imagine how you are going to use that thing.
But you have to keep going.
You have to keep going.
There's no other option.
No. You have to keep going. Even if there's no lights for 3 days, we will still work.
Is that the attitude that's required to survive in a
Yes.
place like this?
Yes.
Of course.
Is there something you tell yourself?
Oh, sure.
What do you say to yourself?
I said to myself, nothing will stop me.
Come on,
I'm
man.
unmovable. I will move on. I'm
Yes.
unstoppable.
I love
Okay,
it.
affirmation.
What do you want for the
Flowing.
future?
Like
Just
a-
flowing.
Yes.
You get a restaurant and you charge a bit more money?
Yes.
I'm coming. Because I'm already coming now. Hands down, one of the best meals I've had. Top 3 so far in Ghana. Really amazing.
Thank you.
After a tasty meal, we're back to the smokehouse to see how things are progressing.
Ma'am, I know it's not the most convenient thing to have a conversation over a smoking fish area, but it looks amazing. Except for me, I look like a wet dog.
From a young age, Myrie learned the art of fish smokery from her mother. Now her expert hands oversee the process day in and day out.
For some of these fish, like these smaller fish, how long will they stay good after being smoked?
Good, very fresh. Okay, it can stay for like a year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It can take anywhere from 1 to 3 days for the fish to finish smoking. It all depends on their size.
It's not really done. The water has to drain.
Is there something finished here that I could try?
Yes, this
Thank
one
you.
is done. This one is redfish.
We had that this morning. So this is the smoked version of that. I'm gonna try to rip off a little fillet here. That looks nice. The bones are crunchy. I like it. No seasonings or anything like that,
No.
but it's a natural flavor with some smoke imbued upon the fish. It's quite nice. Now, is that completely done, or would you smoke these a little bit longer?
It's not really done. She will have to turn it up and then smoke it more.
How you doing there with the smoke?
It's too much.
Yeah, okay. I think we're getting smoked at this point.
Yeah.
So, I love what you're doing here. Next up, we're going to be making some food with your smoked fish here, and I can't wait to try it out. Let's do
Yes.
that. We are eating our final meal of the day in quite a unique area. There's a lot of noise going on here, a lot of fans blasting. I was trying to figure out what this place even is, because they don't really look like homes. It looks like a lot of storage sheds. And then there's these like semi-truck looking things, these containers.
They are for storage. They store their fish in it. It's like a freezer.
That takes a
like
lot
that.
of
Okay,
energy.
okay.
That to me indicates that there really is a lot of money in seafood.
For our first
Bro, no, because I'm glad this was a conversation. Because as I'm looking at the amount of people that go to pick up fish and buy fish, and then all the negotiating going back and forth, and then on top of that, the amount of food they're cooking, it just made me wonder what do they do with the leftovers?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or the other fish that didn't get a chance to cook?
Right.
Answers.
Can't be wasting food.
At all. At all.
The smokehouse cook pours palm nut soup into a pot, made from a base of palm cream, onions, tomatoes, and peppers. Add fermented fish to the vessel, along with halved crabs with
what
shells
they
still
making?
intact.
It's called accra pransa. If you do accra pransa and you don't have crabs on it, it's not accra pransa.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, she
This
hooked
seems
them up
like another
today.
carbohydrate, except for it's brown. This is something I've not tried yet.
Palm nut soup and then corn flour.
Once the crabs finish cooking, they're removed and set aside. In the same pot of palm nut soup, add corn flour and stir until the mixture becomes thick. This forms the base of the sacred dish. A dish of the Gadongme people that dates back to ancient Ghana.
Oh, wow. The texture is like pumpkin pie. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's kind of like a loose cornbread, the texture, but heavy, oily, a little savory. It's got more flavor than other carb dishes here in Ghana. But how do you eat that with crab? Are you chewing the whole shell right now?
But why are you using two hands? One.
Thank you for staying on me about that. Oh, yeah, that works.
I wonder if it's
You
a
chew
soft
it and you
shell.
eat it?
Some people swallow it, but I throw it away.
This crab is full of flavor. This is much more delicious than I expected. It's full of savory flavors, tons of spices. That's really good.
They spice it with ginger, garlic, onion, and some pepper.
I swallowed it.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. This is a coastal city, but so is Accra. What do you think really separates this place from Accra?
When you come to Elmina, you get that vibe of the slavery because everything started from here. We have Elmina Castle where we had the Portuguese come to slave our forefathers. So when you come here, it's very historical. Even though in Accra, there were some other castles over there, but here is the main place everything started in West Africa.
So this place is steeped in history.
Very deep.
Do you see that?
So hold on, son. We're gonna let you get back into it. We're gonna go 10 off the wrist actually for y'all, man, so she can cook one more time. But I just love the fact that the information she's talking about it in a way that most people probably won't even think is gonna come out.
Right.
They ask questions and 9 times out of 10 it's just a simple answer. But she's going backwards. She's giving history. She's giving facts. I love that about y'all.
I love that as well. I don't think we have reacted to much of this place, Elmina, but I do know that we reacted to the Chale Wale.
One of them. Y'all hear it.
Chale Wote, that festival, and they had a reinvention of our people being enslaved.
Right.
And just to know that on the other side of the world, this is their history.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just our history as descendants of those who were enslaved.
Ooh,
but
you're taking me back. Mm-hmm.
Right, but it's their history, and to hear her say our forefathers, it just does something to me.
Instantly light bulb.
Yeah, because being on social media, y'all know we hear about the diaspora a lot, and we had to let y'all know many times Don't come over here with that. Yeah. we don't play it over here. But to just hear how our forefathers, you know, and as African Americans, especially on the internet, we always feel that we have to share what our people went through in a way because in a way it's always disrespected.
Yeah.
Not just by other people, but even people who live in this country.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
So I love that she mentioned it in there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of synergy in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a big connection.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can hear as she's speaking it. It's like it just flows. From even the lady that she was sitting on side of when she was speaking like from affirmations, it just flows. And I love the synergy that y'all all have. It's really nice.
Even though in Accra there were some other castles over there, but here is the main place everything started in West Africa.
So this place is steeped in history.
Very deep.
Do you see that with the food too?
Yes, of course. We grew up eating this kind of foods and it's defined us. The fish is like the main job for the people of Elmina to cater for their family and so on.
For our second dish, we start by boiling cocoa yam leaves, green tomatoes, and habanero peppers. Once the heat turns them soft, these vegetables are ground into a paste. In a pot, she heats up red palm oil and adds sliced onions along with smoked mackerel.
Some red palm oil.
Pour this mixture into the grinding bowl with the ground veggies. Finally, top it off with shredded smoked tuna, alongside some soft boiled yams.
This is mpontomre abom. And then we have yam.
Do we use this to dip into here?
Yes.
Fine. So
one hand. We are in Ghana.
Bro, yeah.
You're in Ghana.
Watching all of these delicious meals make me feel like it's just overdue.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, where's my
It
plate?
is.
Like, I really
It's
feel like
very
it's overdue. Like,
it's very overdue.
Good.
Oh wow, this is kind of hard. It's not that soft actually. I want to start with the greens here. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Wow,
like
it's such a blend. The veggies
everything.
are really fresh, but it's heavy at the same time. This is one of my favorite things too. We're finishing strong. I'm gonna get a load of these greens on my yam. I've got smoked tuna. Cheers. The fish is dense and then it has so much flavor. It's so smoky and it pairs so beautifully with the green leaves. It's really wonderful. I think Ghana has been one of my favorite countries for African food. For sure. And I can see there's a lot of like culinary merit, complicated dishes, these iconic condiments that have withstood the test of time and that are found all over the country and adored by everybody. So much so that if it's not there, people feel like something's missing.
Yes.
Okay, what gives it, holy shit. They gonna make it through?
It was in this moment that our camera swung back to catch a glimpse of an approaching three-wheel cart. The man in the orange vest jumped off the vehicle and approached my cameraman.
Hey. David, tobo. On chow. Hey, Ade. On chow. Hey, monko, on chow. No, on chow.
I attempted to de-escalate.
Forget them. They are trying to show up.
Is it okay? It seems not okay.
Me, I say.
But moments later, they came back again.
Hey. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? It's a misunderstanding.
So let's see.
Can I buy you a beer? We forget about it. It's a mistake.
After a while, they lose steam and head out.
Hey, somebody just tried to fight us.
I love.
Somebody just trying to fight us.
I love how she stood up for him.
Yeah.
I really do.
I mean, we even had people that looked like they was screaming as well, trying to get this whole situation to de-escalate.
A man came from behind and escorted him off. I just want to say, like, how do I even present this? Y'all have seen that we have taken a step back from a lot. And I just love the way that y'all really, our people who is for us, step in to those negative comments. And y'all, we don't even have to say anything anymore. I truly appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
1,000%. And basically how you're expressing it, this is the visual.
Yeah.
Exactly what she did and exactly what everyone else was doing. The way they stepped in and made sure nothing happened. We see that all the time in the comment section.
Yeah.
Half the times, they got comments that we don't even know about that people are defending us in right now. And we like, if we come across it, you know what I'm saying, we'll, de-escalate as well. Get people out of here, block them, kick them off and whatnot. But, this is perfect visual of what C is talking about right now.
Yeah, and just like Sunny is just there, just capturing a story.
Mm-hmm.
All we're doing is just connecting with people around the world. That's it.
Yeah.
Giving love.
Yeah.
Y'all know how much energy it takes us to just sit here and give love?
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people put on our videos just for entertainment. But a lot of people, majority, trust.
Mm-hmm.
We get comments, messages, emails, DMs every single day of people saying that they depend on us to post every day.
It's beautiful, y'all. It's a beautiful thing.
Whew.
That's what happened.
Yes, I don't know what they want.
Sure. What are the chances that he actually punches one of us?
You can never do that.
Just talk, right?
Yeah.
You saw her, huh? You saw her
What are you
face,
gonna
huh?
do?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could say this was the first and only time we'd experienced hostility like this in Ghana, but it wasn't. That's what makes this a complicated place. When it comes to folks here, some are ready to scrap at the drop of a hat, while some have a heart so pure it almost makes your own heart ache.
Whenever I'm filming outside my comfort zone,
Yeah.
if you talk, I'll just tell you that I'm not taking any video of you, so just leave.
Something people watching now may not know about you is actually you grew up most of your life not in Ghana.
No.
When you were 11, you moved to Italy, and you lived there most of your life.
Oh, yes.
Being outside of Ghana for so long, then coming back, what is it that stands out about Ghana that you love so much?
Me being a content creator, I like to showcase what I didn't get growing up. So me coming here made me understand first my language well, second the people around, and then thirdly the food.
For me, Ghana is a fascinating place. I would say this country is not for the weak.
No, not at all.
With that said, I'm extremely grateful, and this was an extremely delicious meal, so I'm glad I could share it with you. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Hungry for more?
All right, y'all, we're going to
videos?
separate that. Make sure you guys go check out both channels. Definitely go check out both channels.
yes,
All I can say
definitely.
is pure. Very pure. I love it.
I love her energy. I love what she said at the end, that coming back home made her look at her home, where she's from, in a new light, new eyes. We can relate to that.
Yeah.
You know, y'all know we have left our home state. We deeply love our home state. We always talk about it on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But our home state is a unique part. And I think over the course of these last months, our home states have been in some controversy online with our Louisiana Creoles. And Dion and I have that ancestry of Louisiana Creoles. Y'all, it's a long topic. I don't feel like going into it. But just to know that people don't understand us, it helps us to look at our home state in a new light. Like, we have a language that we are relearning.
Yeah.
Because our grandparents, they were beat for speaking their language in schools, because it was against the law for them to speak their language in schools. So now we are relearning that language, teaching it to our children. Even our 2-year-old, she knows it better than us.
She loves it.
Yeah,
She loves it.
so just to, tap back into your heritage just like she did.
Yeah.
Like, that's powerful.
It's a lot that I could pour into that, but I'm going to just end it with that. That was nice, yeah.
Yes, I want to discover more of Elmina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so y'all send us some videos, all right? We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.